In the glamorous yet unpredictable world of international showbiz, few stories have captured the attention of millions the way Yaman and Demet Özdemir's complicated bond has. For years, their names have been intertwined, not only because of the unforgettable chemistry they shared on screen in Erkenci Kus but also because of the swirling rumors, the whispers of secret love, and the tension that has never truly disappeared between them. Fans across the globe have followed every gesture, every subtle interaction, and every rumor as though piecing together a puzzle that refuses to be completed. But just when the gossip seemed to settle, a shocking twist has reignited the flames of curiosity. Yaman's mother has spoken. And not just spoken, her words were directed at Demet Özdemir herself, leaving fans around the world stunned, emotional, and desperate to understand the deeper truth behind this extraordinary revelation. To understand why this message has caused such an uproar, we must first revisit the journey that brought Can and Demet to this point. Their story began in 2018, when they starred opposite each other in Erkenci Kus, also known internationally as Daydreamer, The Wings of Love. The show was a massive success, not only in Turkey but also in Italy, Spain, and across Latin America. Their undeniable on-screen chemistry led many to believe that what they shared went far beyond acting. Paparazzi photos of their laughter between takes, lingering looks, and secretive outings only fueled the speculation. For fans, the line between fiction and reality blurred completely. It wasn't just Sanam and Can, it was Demet and Can, two people seemingly caught in the whirlwind of a love story larger than themselves. But fame is never easy, and their connection came under immense pressure. Yaman, rising rapidly as an international star, soon moved to Italy, where his career exploded. He became a household name, adored not just for his looks and talent but also for the aura of mystery that surrounded him. Demet, on the other hand, pursued her own career in Turkey, becoming one of the most recognized actresses of her generation. Despite going their separate ways professionally, the question of what really happened between them never stopped haunting both stars. And this is where family comes into play, because when mothers speak, especially in Turkish culture, it is rarely casual, it carries weight, emotion, and often, unspoken truths. So, what exactly did Yaman's mother say to Demet Özdemir that left the world in shock? Reports suggest that her message was deeply personal, filled with both admiration and a sense of longing. According to those close to the family, she expressed gratitude for the happiness Demet once brought into her son's life, a subtle acknowledgement that what Can and Demet shared was not just a figment of fan imagination. She allegedly told Demet, "You were the only one who truly understood him." These words spread like wildfire, leaving fans emotional, because for years, many suspected that Demet had been the grounding force in Can's tumultuous rise to fame. The timing of this message couldn't be more dramatic. Yaman has recently been surrounded by rumors of a professional crisis. His highly anticipated project El Turco, a lavish international series, faced unexpected delays, production issues, and critical scrutiny. For someone who had been on an unstoppable rise, this was a moment of vulnerability. Fans wondered if the immense pressure of fame, coupled with personal struggles, was taking a toll on the actor. And just as these whispers grew louder, his mother's words surfaced, words that seemed to tie his struggles back to a moment in time when he had someone by his side who understood him like no one else did. Demet Özdemir, for her part, has remained publicly silent in response to this message. Yet silence, as fans know, speaks volumes. Social media exploded with interpretations. Was Demet too emotional to respond? Did the message awaken memories she had carefully tucked away? Or was her silence a quiet form of respect, acknowledging that some truths are too delicate to be handled publicly? No matter the reason, the lack of a response only added fuel to the fire, making fans believe that the connection between her and Can is far from over. Around the world, hashtags began trending within hours of the news. On Twitter, fans posted clips of Can and Demet's most emotional scenes from Erkenci Kus, now viewed through the lens of this powerful maternal message. In Italy, where Can's fan base is massive, tabloids speculated openly about whether his mother's words were an indirect push for reconciliation. In Turkey, the reaction was even more intense, with fans debating whether this was a cultural reminder that family approval often plays a crucial role in relationships. Suddenly, what might have been dismissed as a simple emotional remark became a global discussion about love, loyalty, fame, and the role of family in the lives of celebrities. But let's pause and consider the deeper implications. Why would Yaman's mother choose this moment to address Demet? Some insiders suggest that it was not planned, that it came from a place of genuine emotion. Watching her son struggle with both professional uncertainty and the relentless demands of fame may have prompted her to speak out. To a mother, no matter how famous her child becomes, he is still her boy, the boy who once smiled differently when Demet was around. In her eyes, Demet may represent a time when Ken was truly happy, balanced, and at peace with himself. Her message, then, was less about public spectacle and more about a mother's instinct to remind someone of a bond that once made her child whole. For Demet, this must be an emotional storm. Having built her own career, navigated her own relationships, and faced her own struggles, she is now being drawn back into a narrative she thought was behind her. Yet, the sincerity of a mother's words cannot easily be ignored. Fans speculate endlessly. Did Demet cry when she heard it? Did she remember the late nights on set, the laughter they shared, the private conversations that no one else will ever hear? Or perhaps she felt a bittersweet sadness, knowing that sometimes love and timing do not align, no matter how deep the connection. Meanwhile, Yaman himself has remained silent on the matter, which only intensifies the intrigue. Silence has always been one of his most powerful tools. He knows that saying nothing often says everything. His decision to remain quiet has allowed fans to fill in the blanks, to imagine what he must be feeling hearing that his mother reached out to the woman so many believe was the love of his life. Is he secretly moved, perhaps even encouraged, by his mother's words? Or does the weight of his career and reputation keep him from revisiting a chapter he cannot afford to reopen? What cannot be denied is the impact this story has had globally. From Istanbul to Rome, from Madrid to Los Angeles, the world is once again talking about Yaman and Demet Özdemir. And this time, the conversation is not about rumors of paparazzi photos or speculative tabloid headlines. It's about something more human, more intimate, and more real, the voice of a mother, echoing truths that only she can see. For fans, it is confirmation that the bond between Can and Demet was never just acting. It was something deeper, something unforgettable, and perhaps, something unfinished. The story continues to evolve, as fans wait to see whether Demet will break her silence, whether Can will address his mother's words, or whether this will remain one of those haunting moments in celebrity history that forever leaves the question unanswered. What we do know is this: one message, spoken from a mother's heart, has shaken the world, reopened old wounds, and reminded us all that behind the fame, behind the spotlight, celebrities are still human beings with emotions, regrets, and ties that can never truly be severed. And so, the world waits. Waits for the next look, the next word, the next twist in the ongoing saga of Yaman and Demet Özdemir. Because if one thing has been proven again and again, it's that their story is far from over.